What's up, fam? Welcome to yet another episode of Adulting with Bella. My name is Isabella. I'm a management consultant and a YouTuber based in Lagos. Today we would be reviewing one of the most awaited series of 2022, the Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. This movie has been one of the most anticipated series, especially after the passing of the star and the main character of the series, Chadwick Boseman. I'm coming here because I'm opportune to watch this movie. I went to see the movie recently with a friend, and it was such an amazing movie, by the way. I think it was really hyped, and you know, at most times when movies are hyped that way, it ends up being a failure. So I am here to just share my thoughts on what I think about the movie and if it was a failure or not, if it was worth the hype or not. Before we dive into the main review for Black Panther 2, I want you to take out time to please subscribe to my channel if you're a first time watcher or you're yet to just subscribe to my channel but you've been watching my videos. Please look down below. You will see a red subscribe button. Please click on it. Thereafter, hit on the notification bell just beside the red subscribe button so that you can be amongst the first to get notifications of my videos whenever I drop them. And if you're an OG, an old-time subscriber, a returnee, welcome back to my channel. Let's dive right into the review. If you ask me, watching this movie from start to finish, I can deduce three themes from the movie. First, the journey of sadness as a result of loss of a loved one. This can be seen in the character of two people. One, Shuri, who lost her brother, which is the black. First of all, she lost her father first in Black Panther 1, and her dad was killed by her cousin. Secondly, at the start of the movie, she lost her brother, the Black Panther himself, and towards the middle of the movie, she lost her mom, Queen Ramonda. The other person who also walks through sadness from lost a loved one in this series is Namond. Namond is a new character that played out in Black Panther 2, and he lost his mom, which made him become, from being the prince, he became the king of the underwater kingdom after the loss of his mother. So these two people makes us experience sadness in the movie, and at some point, I'll not lie, I almost cried in the theater, but I'm a tough girl. I can't cry like that now. Come on, what's that? Ryan Coogler wanted me to cry. It did not work, sir. Second theme of this movie, I think this is a continuation from the first theme, is history and politics. We could also see history and politics in Black Panther 1, Wakanda. How? Wakanda Forever, Black Panther 2, clearly calls out the history of how powerful Black Africans are in terms of strength and physical vigor, and also how richly blessed Africa is, which was portrayed in the fact that it was only Wakanda Kingdom that had vibranium. Another part of politics that played out in this movie is the use of France, which is one of the colonial masters, trying to steal this vibranium from Wakanda, which is what happens in most African countries. I'm not going to go deep into that. And then finally, we can also see history and politics in the fact that Nakia, that was the late Black Panther's girlfriend, choosing Haiti as her settlement place for herself and her son, which is the son of the Black Panther. Haiti is known for being embracive and all-encompassing of the Black culture, Black people. We have a lot of Black people staying there. So choosing Haiti didn't come as a surprise to me. It just goes to tell the politics that goes on in the world and the history of different countries. The third theme I saw in this movie is feminism and its strength. The fact that most of the warriors were women. The person who stood in to rule Black Panther was Queen Ramonda, a woman. The new Black Panther is a woman, Shuri, which is Black Panther's younger sister. And at the end of the day, you just see that we have a lot of women playing like lots of vital roles in this movie. So it just goes a lot to tell me that those people actually think about women, actually think that women also have the power to like save the world, be superheroes, and do lots of great stuff. So those are the three themes I could actually deduce from the movie. The next section for this movie review, the things that actually stood out for me in Black Panther 2. The first thing that stood out for me in Black Panther 2 is the powerful opening. I mean, the movie started with a lot of intensity. So, first of all, I saw this movie in a cinema and they wasted about 10 to 15 minutes with advertisements. I was getting fed up. Why do you waste 10 to 15 minutes with adverts? They kept on repeating adverts and repeating adverts. I was almost like, okay, are you guys going to show us the movie now or not? And before you know, another advert comes up. So at some point, I was already down in spirit when I was about to start this movie because of the plenty adverts that was going on. And all of a sudden, after the whole Marvel thing, like the screen went black, and all of a sudden a door just jabbed open, and we could hear Shuri's voice, and she was all tensed up, trying to do her science thing. We all know she's a science girl, and she was just trying to do her science thing and trying to solve a problem. It took like about 10 to 15 seconds before you realize that she was trying to cure her brother, the Black Panther, of a sickness that was strange. So we could see her trying to do some molecular thing, and it kept failing, and all of a sudden Ramonda came in with a very sad face. And immediately she saw the queen, she just went straight to ask the artificial intelligence, what's going on? What's my brother's heartbeat? And before the artificial intelligence could reply, Ramonda gave her the news that she just lost her brother. And the sadness in the movie started. See, Ryan Coogler wanted me to cry, but me, I refused to cry in the movie. But yes, I think the opening for that movie was powerful. Like the whole intensity. Like I was thinking maybe he's probably going to make someone act like Black Panther a bit before finally like showing his death. But the fact that it was a sickness that killed him, I really loved it. It wasn't that he went to battle and they killed him at the battlefield. The fact that it was a sickness, thumbs up for that. The next highlight for me in Wakanda 2 was when the political pressure started on Wakanda, and the movement by the United Nations for Wakanda to submit vibranium to the world and all of that. The way Queen Ramonda like marched into the UN conference and told them, see, brothers and sisters, vibranium is not for sale. So all of you can go kiss my ass in hell. Like, I loved it. She walked in, everything about that scene just gave me the goosebumps of African power, a woman leading. It was, I don't know, but everything about that scene was just amazing. The bodyguards that came with her, everything was mad up. Her speech, oh my god. Like, the way she responded to some of their ask and all of that, like she was like, oh, you're talking about us having a powerful weapon. I'm not worried about the powerful weapon. I'm worried about you having the powerful weapon, not the weapon itself. Like, I love the way she responded to these guys and the way she just basically told them off. Now, the third highlight for me in this movie is actually how somebody's secret and special force were like overpowered in like split seconds. Like, I can never understand it, and it did not happen once, it happened twice. How? Like, how the hell can this happen 2 times? This is supposed to be somebody's special force, somebody's secret agent. Do you understand? Best of the best. Like, you get it, best of the best, and you just come and overpower. At least you should have been small resistance now. Like, the overpowering was just too easy, but yes, I loved it. So it happened twice. It happened at Wakanda when they tried to invade the factory where vibranium is being processed and used in Wakanda. And the second time it happened was with the Talakon Kingdom. So Talakon Kingdom is the underwater kingdom where Namon is the king, or is he a prince? He's a king, but they kind of see him as a god. So it happened when these guys tried to invade Wakanda and get vibranium and steal vibranium. That's the word, steal vibranium. It didn't work. They also now had this detector machine that actually detected vibranium on the water, and this was where Talakun Nation came in and messed them up again. So it was really wonderful and powerful to see how somebody's special force were like overpowered like that, but at least they should have made them have small resistance. But I loved it. Like, I loved it. I can't even complain. I loved it. I think another thing I really loved about Wakanda too is the introduction of the Water Nation. That's the Talakun Kingdom, where Namon started out as the antagonist of this story. But as the movie went to an end, I'm just going to give you spoiler alert. Please go and watch it. So as the movie went to an end, he became like a partner with Wakanda. So I don't know if I should call him antagonist or antagonist turned protagonist, but whatever. Yes, the way they were introduced, like, what came to my mind was like, are these people trying to act Mami Water or something? I'm sorry, but those people gave me Mami Water vibes. But I loved it. I love the way like they came out of the water, and it was a bit scary. Like, legit, it gave the Mami Water vibe when they came out. Still, it looks like stories I've been hearing, and I love the way they were introduced. Like, there was not a lot of telling, it was a lot of action and you pondering on who the hell are these guys, and then you try to find out later on. So I love the way the Talakun Kingdom or the Talakun Nation was introduced. Another beautiful thing about this Wakanda too was Nakia. I cannot say anything without mentioning Nakia because she's my crush. I love how Nakia came in as that external spy. She was Wakanda's own secret special agent. She came in to save Riri Williams and Shuri from the underwater. It's not as if Shuri was final like that, but she's the one that offered herself to follow them there just because she wanted to protect Riri Williams. Now that takes me to the next part. Riri Williams herself. Now Riri is the inventor of the machine that was able to identify or like detect vibranium. Riri invented this machine, and it warranted the Talakun Kingdom to want to kill her for inventing a machine she just did as a school project, not knowing that the government had used it to want to steal vibranium, because everything on their mind is to steal this vibranium. Shuri tries to help her and followed her to the underwater kingdom, and Nakia had to come and save them as the special agent that she is. But in the process of trying to save them, she ended up killing Namon's daughter, which got Namon like upset and very angry. It caused a war between the two kingdoms, which they later set to start. So yes, I loved the way Nakia came into the movie and just stirred things up for us. Like, immediately she came in, the first thing I saw was the body, the cute. That girl is fine. Oh my god, she just came with like fineness and She was just so cute. She was just so beautiful when she came in. I love her. Don't worry, this is partial judgment, I know, but her coming into that movie changed everything. Come and beat me, I said it. I love her, and I'm going to say it and say it over again. So let's move to the next thing, which is the part where you might not be so excited about. The things I did not really love about the movie. Now, it's not like I did not like this thing. It's just that it just did not settle well in my spirit. This is my biased mind trying to judge a professional scriptwriter and director when I have not even successfully written any scripts in my life. So yes, I just want to talk about things that do not sit well with me. The first thing is the credits part that gives you a clip of what will happen in Black Panther 3, where we found out that T'Challa, that's the Black Panther before his demise, had a son. Now, my brain, I'm sorry, the analytics in me was trying to do some math, and the math was not matching. T'Challa died like a year ago. Okay, that makes sense. 1 year gone. And between when we last saw T'Challa with Nakia leaving Wakanda, and now I really don't know how many years it has been, but that boy looks like he was between the ages of 4 and 6. Has it been that long? I can't tell. If you know the answer to this question, please answer, because I don't know how they had a son. When did Nakia get pregnant and they had a son that is that old? I don't know. If you know the answer, please comment below, because that did not just sit well with me. But who am I? Who am I to complain? I love it. I like it. I loved it. Now, I loved the way the Talako Nation was introduced, but the whole story of Namon being that powerful and becoming who he became, I felt like it was a little rushed. Like, it took a while for me to just accept and be like, whoa, I'm not analyzing this movie. Let me just enjoy it and move on. The story behind Namon, I feel like there's a story behind a story that is not complete. But yes, I just feel like they should give us more context. But apart from that, that was fine. It wasn't like the acting was bad. I felt like there was a lot of telling, because this whole story we got to find out when he was giving Shuri a tour of the underwater kingdom. That's when he told all this story. So, well, maybe we just I needed a little bit more context, but it was good. I will keep on saying it was good. Now, still on Namon, what was going on between Namon and Shuri? Because I need to understand. Was Baba tripping for Shuri? Because the eye he was using to look at Shuri and how he was so all nice. Now, let me explain why it did not just settle well with me. Now, Namon is known to be someone who doesn't have mercy on the people of the land, people that live on land. He hates them. That's the meaning of his name. He hates them. He doesn't like them. But somehow he was so sweet and nice with Shuri. So I'm like, bruh, are you tripping for baby girl? Are you tripping for her? It's okay if they fall in love and form a nation that have branch in the water and branch on the land. I don't mind, but it's okay. I just did not understand what was going on between them. Maybe it was respect, mutual respect. I never can tell. It was love. He was beginning to trip. I don't know, but I just felt like there was something going on there. And the fact that he even ended up killing Shuri's mom, that's Ramonda, so that he can have direct transaction with Shuri, was a bit Baba just want to transact with this girl and bypass the mother. But anyway, it was good, so I move on. The next thing that did not really settle well with me was this Smithy guy becoming the ambassador of France to Wakanda. I thought in Wakanda, like Black Panther 1, he had committed like treasoning felony and he was supposed to be in prison, something of that nature. How did he become promoted? How did he have so much alliance with the Wakanda people? That story, I felt like that connection was missing. Or maybe because I think Black Panther was released in 2018, so it's like 4 years now since I watched the other Black Panther. So maybe I've forgotten his story, but I felt like maybe they should have given us a little, maybe from their conversations of, you know, you owe me in the past, and okay, so that I could actually connect the dots. But anyway, the guy was really helpful to them. He gave them the info. I don't know how he knew how to use Wakanda's bead. I don't know how he, like, a lot of things about him and his connection with Wakanda, it did not connect. It's not saying it was not good, but I just couldn't connect it. But they say it was connected. Who am I to say it was not connected? So yeah, we move on.